Hello Tumbos, it's Triple Storm, and yesterday Epic made a huge announcement on their YouTube channel when they made a update telling you guys that the Reboot van will be coming to Fortnite in the next week. Now, it is amazing to see this new mechanic come into the game, as they did go through a few things about it. But the reason why this is so exciting for me is because Epic does realize that the Battle Royale genre is evolving, and the only thing that separates them from all the other Battle Royale games is their building mechanic. And they've slowly realized that the building mechanic alone isn't enough to keep players engaged, as they do make minor tweaks to the Battle Royale genre itself, and they do borrow a few things from other games to increase the way that their game is played. They do realize that at the end of the day, there are so many things that they can do to make the game a whole lot better and a whole lot more enjoyable, and for them to hold off on one thing to then implement the other is an amazing and a really smart decision on them, as they did remove the 50 health and shield and the match gain from the game recently, and now they're adding the Reboot van. So there are a few things about the Reboot van that we have learned from the trailers, and we'll kind of go through a few of them. Like, for example, it does give a sound whenever the Reboot van it has been used. So it does give a sound for each player that comes back. It gives a sound. So if it is 2 players that is returned, it'll make a sound twice, and if it is 3 players, it'll make a sound 3 times. And also there is a beam of light that shines above it to alert players that a Reboot van has been used in that specific area as well. Also, another thing that the Reboot van does is that it doesn't seem to work at a very fast rate in terms of how long it takes to reboot players. Now, whenever a person is down, you do pick up their reboot chip, I believe it is called, and bring it to the Reboot van, and then you can bring them back in the match. Now, it seems to take a bit more than 5 seconds. It takes about 5 seconds or more from what we've seen, and it does leave you exposed, so it's nice. It's gonna be interesting to see the strategies a lot of people use, whether people are gonna be waiting at these Reboot vans to see who comes along, or if people are just gonna build around the Reboot van if the game allows you to, and then they can actually secure themselves. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how this will change the gameplay and the strategies going forward into playing Fortnite for a lot of players. I know I have pretty much figured out a few strategies myself, which I will be implementing with my team and with the rest of my clan that does play Fortnite. So it's gonna be pretty interesting going forward next week. So I hope you guys are excited for the Reboot van. Let's see how it works. And as they did say, they will be putting it at the major point of interest, which judging from what they said, they did show us Loot Lake, Tilted Towers. They did also show Shifty Shafts, Fatal Fields, and they showed us a few other places. I think they showed us Retail Row, I believe. But judging from this, I believe all the places that and they did show us Lazy Lagoon, they from all the places that have names on the map, Haunted Hills, Snobby Shores, all of these places, I'm guessing that they will put a few of them there. I'm curious to see if there will be one at places like the Viking Hill and the factories around the areas, places like those as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see where these Reboot vans pop up. Alright guys, thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget that you guys can check out all of my other videos. If you guys are stuck on any weekly Fortnite challenges, check out my weekly Fortnite challenges guide, which will be at the end of this video. This is Triple Storm, and I'll see you Tumbos in another video. Stay one better Tumbo, and take care.